Alright, second deck profile from set 6 to bring to you guys today was Greedon. Really having a lot of fun with the deck. It seems like it got a lot more powerful with the new support that we got. So we'll go ahead and jump right into it. For the ride line, everything pretty much stayed the same. So we obviously have Greedon itself, for those of you who don't remember. If your soul has another Greedon in it, you need 7 damage to lose the game. And then at the end of the battle that it attacked, you soul lost 2, put 4 standing rear guards into soul, stand it, and then if you have 10 or more units in soul, it gets plus 15k until end of turn. The grade 2 says when you ride on top of the grade 1 from the ride deck, you search your deck for a card with the same card name as it, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. And then when it's in the soul, if your damage zone has 4 or more cards, your Greedon gets 5k. So really good, helps pump up your Vanguard. And then the grade 1 just says when you ride over top of it with the grade 2, you can reveal a Greedon in your ride deck to draw a card. And then when it's put in your soul by your Vanguard's ability, you can counterblast 1, and until end of turn, your opponent would call a card from the hand to their Guardian Circle. They must call 2 or more at the same time. So really good. If they're going to PG your Vanguard, they're going to have to waste extra guards as well. Really helps, make them waste cards from their hand. Then additionally, we are running 3 more Greedons. And then still running the 4 Dough Fund. For those of you that don't remember, when it's placed on rear from hand, if your Vanguard is Greedon, you could soul charge 2, helps you get those additional Greedons in soul. And then when he attacks, if your soul has 2 or more Greedon, you can counterblast 1 and it gets +1 critical until the end of that battle. Really good, helps you get that extra pressure. It's really the only other attacker you have on field with your Greedon, because I went for more of the Vanguard restanding build rather than the extra attack rearguard build. And then one of the new cards that we got from set 6 is Desire Devil Kudoku. It says on rearguard, when it attacks while not boosted, if your Vanguard is Greedon, you could choose up to 4 normal units from your drop zone. And you can, if you chose more than 1 card, basically you shuffle your deck, obviously. If you turn more than 1 card, it gets 10k until the end of the battle. So it's hitting for 20k, which is really nice. It's nice numbers, but more importantly, it helps you not deck out, which was a really big problem in Greedon before, when the games did tend to drag out on you. So definitely a really good card in the deck. Have been thinking about dropping the Dough Fund down to 3 and bumping up the Kudoku to 3. Just kind of balance things out, and I feel like Kudoku is a little bit more important to the deck, just because I have found myself getting really low deck size wise. So if you guys would rather do that, thinking about doing it myself as well. And then still running the 4 Desire Devil Kennen. When it's placed on rearguard during your main phase, you can counterblast 1. Look at the top card of your deck and call it to rearguard, and then at the end of the turn you retire that unit, which you don't have to worry about obviously because you're going to be putting it to soul with Greedon. And then we are running 3 more Bashoku that we were running in the ride deck. Just really good, helps you hit bigger numbers with your Greedon. And then the other new card that we got in set 6 is Desire Devil Kuzvigi. Can't talk today. It says when a unit is put in your soul from rearguard by the ability of your Greedon, if you did not countercharge this turn, you may countercharge 1. And then when when it's in soul, when your rearguard is placed by a card's ability, if your Vanguard is Greedon and your damage zone has 4 more cards, that called unit gets 5k until end of turn. So if you call a unit with your Kennen, it's going to get 5k. So really nice in that aspect. And really the counter charge is just amazing in the deck. Helps you, keep counterblast for your Rubetsu and your dough fund. So it really helps you, keep counterblast available for the cards that you need it for. So really a great card that we got for the deck, and is really have been loving it. And then we have 4 Bubetsu still the heart and soul of the deck, I feel like. Besides Kuzvigi, it says when your rear guard is put into your soul by your Vanguard's ability during your turn, you can counterblast 1 and choose a card from your hand, call it to an open rear guard, and then if your soul has 10 or more cards, you draw a card. So it refunds the card you call from your hand, which is really good. You're more than likely going to have the 10 cards in soul due to your dough fund. So really good in that aspect. And then to round out the Desire Devils, we're running 2 more of the Gomon just to help with the guard restrict. Or not the guard restrict, but just to add more guard pressure, make them waste more cards from hand when you're attacking with your Greedon. And rounding out the grid 1s, we are running 4 of the Recusal Hate. And then as far as triggers go, pretty standard, running the 1 over trigger, the 4 heal triggers. One of the, if your opponent's Vanguard has the additional critical, gets the plus shield, and one of the extra, if it's attacked 2 times, gets the extra shield. And then 8 critical and 3 draw, obviously the effect ones. But like I said, the deck has really been boosted up power level wise with the addition of the 2 new cards we got. I know there is a promo we're still missing that Japan has that helps the deck as well. But really been having a lot of fun with the deck. If you would like to see the other build that gets additional rear guard attacks, I can go ahead and get that off my buddy Anthony and profile that for you guys. But yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and comment down below what deck profile from the set you guys would like to see next. And look forward to I'm going to be posting some more games here pretty soon. And yeah, we'll see you guys next video.